Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is a VR to Chris at Elemental Cartomancy and Gerald at Gerald Sachet. I'll link them below in comments. And I am answering back to Tuckbox Rage. So I'm a collector of a very specific person's art and decks. And sadly, this is some of them here, and they come in tuck boxes. Now, when you get a collector's edition tuck box and you try to firstly open it and you scuff the edges, it's devastating. To finally get that lip to move only to get caught on the flap insert inside and then rip your tuck box, it makes you want to cry. It's devastating. I'm devastated. This is damaged. How do I then deal with trying to get my cards back in the box without catching that flap there and bending and damaging my cards when I put them away? Well, there it is. It's a paperclip. It's simple, but it's effective. So these boxes do come with a very special design whereby they have like a fold out section to get out of the way so you can get your cards in, which is very nicely done by the designer of the decks. However, I take the extra cards that come, all decks come with some extra cards. I take them, I find the flap, because I found that this folded bit is often where that flap at the bottom comes up. I put them in. I make sure that they are caught on the bottom, and I take my paper clip and I tuck it in here. So it's out of the way and it's tucked down the side, but you can't see it. Now, what does that allow me to do? This allows me to happily put my cards back in the box, but I no longer tuck this bit in fully. I just tuck it in partially, because this deck it's a fat deck, it's a very tight box, so I don't want to rip it anymore, so I tuck it in partially. You'll see here we have exactly the same thing. So my additional cards, paper clipped in on the side. There is no bottom flap there because it's here, it's behind the cards, it's out of the way. Allows me to drop my cards in. And this one's not so tight to lift, this one actually works. This one doesn't have the magic flap on the side. So luckily it's a bigger box, it's roomier. With this box, what I've done is exactly the same thing. I've tucked all the extra cards that came with the deck on the side where the flap lies, and the little white book that comes with it is the last thing that goes in there, and that holds everything out of the way. I use probably Elemental Cartomancy's technique for this. I'm just trying to, whereby he lines up his deck and then he just puts them on a slant, takes them to his box, puts them in, and then they all go down nicely. I have my inside sections there are in there because that means that my lid doesn't catch on them when I lift it up and down, so I've turned them in. And that is my way of getting over tuck box rage. Of course, my preferred box is something that comes with a lid. But I have a love for these decks, so what can I do? Thank you for watching. Let me know what your tips are for tuck box rage and how you avoid it and how you get over it. Until the next one.